Hey, in this podcast, I want to talk to you about what is working right now in 2020 to market my music. Let's do this. I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base. So hey, I'm continuing on my walk today, walking over a bridge. It's beautiful sunshine. It's like warm and just, it's gorgeous. And yesterday, I sent some follow-up emails to some people about my song on radio. I have a new song coming out called Help You Heal, and it's a collaboration with a friend. And again, always trying to tap into other people's fan bases. This person has about 200,000 monthly listeners, but is killing it. And I just think it's a great song, so I'm hoping it does well. But what I did was, and I teach this in Fanbase University, but I have a list of email addresses of radio stations, right? And so I had sent out 2 email blasts about the song, I think maybe a couple of days apart. And I went to see, and obviously I got some responses, and some people said, yeah, we added it. But I looked at who clicked on the email, like who actually clicked to download the song and who opened the email. And first I obviously followed up with the people that clicked on the email and said, hey, did you get a chance to listen to the song yet? Just following up with them. And it's amazing how people are like, yeah, I listened to it, or, oh, yeah, we actually added it and started playing it last week. And I was like, oh, okay, awesome, because what I do is I tag those people, so when I send out another email blast about the song, which I will this Friday when it comes out, and I won't send anything to them. Like, I'm not going to bug them about it because they've already played it or added it. And so, that way I'm not annoying them. If there's like big news, if we do like a music video or there's something else about that song, like just different news that I can share that maybe they want to share about the song, then I'll do that. But I'm very strategic in my follow-ups and stuff and letting people know about the song. But obviously I want to follow up with the people that have taken action, and I also followed up with the people that didn't open it. And I have my list of stations and the people that I want to open the doors with and stuff and get out there. And what blows my mind though is just that look, just because they added my last 2 or 3 songs, I can't assume they're just going to add this song into rotation, and I've got to follow up. And I can't begin to just drive this home that you got to follow up with people, okay? And the second thing is, and so just to drive that home, follow up with people. Follow up with your fans, follow up with radio, follow up with managers, follow up with your producers, your artists, whoever you want to work with, 1 email, 2. I think this was my 3rd touch point in this campaign, okay? 3rd, and I will follow up at least 6 or 7 times, at least, okay, before I let this thing rest. Probably even more than that. Sometimes I'll do 10 or more. I will beat that horse dead. You know what I'm saying? I'll space it out, of course, but you got to follow up until you get an answer. All right, show that you're passionate, man. Let people know you're on the radar. And I've talked about all that stuff, but so that's still working. All right, what else is working? Well, Facebook and Instagram ads are still working, okay? I'm still selling, I think right now, over 30 albums a day. I've also finally got ads working for my book, Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams. Yes, I run ads to those, to my book, which also introduces people to my music, which is great and just a powerful tool. So if you're an author or you're thinking about writing a book, you better believe that you can, use your book to find new fans. And that's what's so rad about this, and why I love it, is it's not only do I believe in the book because it's my book, Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams. It's my my story, man, of like all the hell I went through. And the first chapter I talk about courage and starting your dream, and then chapter 2 is perseverance, how to continue chasing your dream. I talk about the fighter's mindset, I talk about discipline and willpower, and then at the end there's a chapter called Knockout, which is about your dreams, or what is it? Your vision, dreams, and goals. Okay, you start with a dream, then you write it down, and you make it your vision, and then you put a deadline on that dream, and that's your goal. You know what I'm saying? So, really great book. If you haven't got that, go to fighterbook.net to get a free copy there, and that's the page that I'm actually marketing to fans. So I hope that this freaking spider, man. So many but I'm like walking outside here. I don't know if any of you guys heard that podcast a few weeks ago where a bird attacked me, and we edited the podcast actually because I dropped a pretty big F-bomb because it literally scared the crap out of me. And yes, I'm not perfect. I know I'm a professing Christian, but it doesn't mean I'm a professing perfect Christian. I am human and I make mistakes. But the point is here, is ads are working, okay? Instagram, Facebook ads are working to sell music, both digital and physical. Vinyl is, it's all still selling. The point is, do you know your marketing message? Do you know your best song to promote? Do you know your sales funnel and how to follow up with people and make it profitable and invest to get this thing moving? Like I say, I get frustrated when I'm not marketing. Like if I don't have an ad or something going to get my music out there, like I don't just let it happen by happenstance. Like I know action fuels success. Action fuels success. Doing something, moving something forward. All right, you got to be doing something. Like I all of you listening, you're listening to this podcast. If you're not running an ad of some sort to promote or market your music, that should bother you. It should bother you, because a business that doesn't have any leads, like new people coming in, is a dead business. If you're not touring in front of new fans, hundreds at a time or thousands, that should bother you. And if you have that going, that's the only excuse for you not to be running ads. And if you are on a tour in front of hundreds or thousands of people, like if you're playing festivals or whatever, like shame on you for not running ads as well and compounding on top of that. Like you should never just have one source of fans. You should always have multiple ways people are finding you. Or else honestly that should bother you. It really should, because you're the type of person listening to this, like you want to get your music out there. And like you're passionate about this. Why am I so freaking paranoid? Just freaking heard another bird or something. Just scared the crap out of me again. But you should be passionate about this. Like this is your music, okay? And so you want to get it out there, and I hope I'm kind of putting the thorn in your side about it, and I hope it pains you a little bit to say, Chris, like I really do need to learn this Facebook and Instagram ads things. I need to get my music out there. I should be doing something, even if it's $1 a day or $5 a day. Like, man, can I challenge you to at least be spending $5 a day, my friend? Like, can we just skip the Starbucks latte for a while and get that going? And get your music and your message out there? I think that's worth it more than, your Starbucks drink. Okay, I'm going to go get a Starbucks drink right now, but that's because I'm spending over $200 a day on my music. But guess what? I started at $5 a day too. All right, I shared in another episode earlier that we're doing like $5-10 a day on just that pre-save campaign for Spotify. All right. But I'm just trying to encourage you, get it out there. And if you do this, you're going to be head and shoulders above every other artist, because most artists are not spending any money marketing their music. Okay. So you have an opportunity for growth. Now is the opportunity for growth, and steal the fans. And this is, of course, assuming you have great music. So, to kind of cap this episode off, because it's getting a little long here, what is working? Following up with people is still working, and that will always work. And I'm always going to pound you on that, because you need a reminder. You haven't followed up with someone. There's someone you need to follow up with. I don't know who it is. You know who it is. It could be radio. It could be something completely different. I know there's people I need to follow up with right now, which I'm going to go do. All right? Second thing is still working. Advertising, Facebook and Instagram ads are still working. Okay. And if you're like, okay, that's not my platform, YouTube is my platform, like that's your jam, I feel you on that. YouTube is definitely something I'm looking at growing big time for both Manifest and Smart Music Business. Get some YouTube ads going. Let's get some new eyeballs on your channel. Take your best video, start running it as an ad. You can get views for 1 penny and start getting some more subscribers. Get those videos up, get that social proof up. You know, one thing I could be doing, because I'm doing all these inspirational videos, and full disclosure, like on my inspirational videos, you know, they don't get as much views as my music, because people are mostly fans of my music and not the inspiration stuff. So they'll get like, you know, 500-600 views, whereas in the music will quickly get, you know, thousands of views, depending on if it's a new song or an old song. And just so you know, I post old songs all the time. Basically, I'm going through my catalog right now. Sorry about that. I was just walking through some old biddies, having a conversation on the bridge here. I call old women old biddies. Okay, so that you can steal that. I think that's absolutely hilarious, personally. But I know that my inspirational videos only get like a few hundred, maybe 500-600, and that's going to grow though, because I'm promoting each one. But if I really want to grow it, well, then I can take the best one and I can start running that as an ad and get, you know, more views and more subscribers on YouTube. You know, but I do post the videos on Facebook, and I send an email out to my list, and I try and grow it that way as well too. But if I want to speed it up, run ads. So, you know, I think it was my man Myron who was saying, like, if you're only saving $100 a month or something like that to become a millionaire, it'll take 83 years or something stupid. And this is the same thing with your fan base. Like, do you want to grow your fan base like in the next month, in the next year, or do you want it to take 10 years? Like, how long are you going to wait until you pull the trigger? And so, like, are you going to go all in? You know? Like, I'm 41, all right? And I still, like, I know when I'm 50 even, I'm still going to want to grow things. And so, like, when 5 years go by, 9 years, whatever it is, am I going to be happy the fact that I took action, or am I going to be bummed out at the fact that I didn't take action? Because I'll tell you this, the pain of investing and learning this stuff is small compared to the pain of regret, wishing you took action. Okay? And so if you need help with this, join Fanbase University. Go to fanbaseuniversity.com and I'll help you with all this stuff. Okay? It's 2 coaching calls a month. I know it'll help you huge. And I just look forward to seeing you on those. Hope this inspires you today to take action. I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full-time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.